Well, here we are for update number 2 on my garden. It's doing pretty well, all things considering. We had a nice little storm that came through and gave everything a much needed drink of water. This is my radish bed. These 2 rows right here, they were just peeking out. You could barely see it during the last update we did. There you go, you can see I got them all thinned out, so there's just one every couple inches, about 16 total per square box. Some didn't germinate, and yeah, that's okay, it happens. We will throw some more seeds in there and see what we get. Over here, you can see a little better, I think. Let's try to get a nice close-up of the lettuce that I have going on here. It's all coming up. It all looks really good. Most of it, again, germinated very well. Not all of it, but most of it. It's quickly growing, so it'll be replaced lickety-split. Oh, these were my fun little cucumbers that I couldn't bear throwing away when I was thinning them out of their seedling pots. But we had a couple days last week that it froze, and they just aren't making it through. So I'll be pulling those out. They were just a fun little, let's see what would happen anyway. My winter experiment tomatoes are gorgeous. I don't know if they're going to get much taller. They're doing all right, I guess. But my Brandywines will dwarf them, so I don't know what I'm going to do about it. But I'm getting some tomatoes already. It's kind of fun getting them this early in the season. And this was just because I popped a couple of store-bought transplants, seed starts, at the Walmart or Lowe's or whatever, and popped them in the ground. They survived the winter, the 2 or 3 days of frost we had. They look really good. My potato buckets, there, and here, and there, and this one are all doing very well. I keep just piling the dirt on top, and they just keep on growing. But as soon as the dirt reaches the top, that's all I can do, and they'll just have to finish it up on their own. As you can see here, this is it. It'll all be green growth from now on, and I'll just keep on watering it and taking care of it until it's time to dump it out and harvest all those potatoes. I went ahead this week, actually Saturday, just a couple days ago, and pulled my cucumbers out of their seed starting trays and put them in a little, I guess, 4-inch containers to give them some more of a head start. I've got them on a nice week fertilizer. Once a week, I give them a nice little week dose. I don't want them to get too big in the greenhouse. As if you remember correctly, the greenhouse is just not that big. Over here, the Brandywine tomatoes that were pretty small the last time that I had in that just horrible seed starting solution, or not the seed starting solution, I'm sorry, the bag soil that I had started them in, and they just were looking inky and dinky like those down that row right there. But I popped them in some better soil, and they seem to be looking a lot better. And those will be the Brandywine tomatoes. Over here, I repotted there and right here the peppers into bigger containers as well, because they're getting so big, but it's just so far away from putting them in the ground that I needed to give them a little more room. My eggplants, they need to be potted into bigger pots as well. They are looking just gorgeous. But these right here are the eggplants that I started 3 weeks before these. This is the bag soil, and then this is my homemade seed starting soil. So it's doing a lot better. It's doing a lot better. Oh, here are the butternut squash that I had showed you last time after I just transplanted, and look how big they're getting. I mean, they are really taking off there. If you just blink, they've grown another ½ inch or so. I keep getting these stupid little like flea looking bugs or something. I don't know if you can see it. No, right there, little buggers that get up on there I need to take care of. Over here, oh, you can see they need a little drink of water, but they're doing really good. These are the butternut squash. These are some hard shell melons that need to be potted into bigger little containers until it's time. I mean, these just can't go in the ground until May, but well, I could probably get them in by the end of this month. Let's see here. Here's some more little Brandywine tomatoes right there. You can see the head start that these had as opposed to those other ones you saw earlier because they were in the better soil, but these were the only two that survived the greenhouse fiasco of 2013. These are little pickling cucumbers here. I just potted those into bigger pots, so they should be getting a little bigger. Over here are my beans. Let's see, getting a little closer. These are my beans. These 2 rows here are red beans, and then those 2 rows down there, or 2 blocks, are black beans. So I'll be drying some beans this year. Well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed our little update, and I'll see you in another week or so. Thanks. Come back. It'll be fun.